Hello. Hi everyone. I'm just waiting for my Wi-Fi to catch up for me. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well. It's Courtney Shavante, and I'm trying to make sure my audio is good and y'all can hear me first. Let's see. Let me get past these ads right quick. All right, there we go. So sound check, looking good. I'm Courtney Shavante. I'm a resin artist here on YouTube. I have a bunch of tutorials for you guys where I do luxury resin art, so make sure you do check those out after you do sit through this live for me. So today we are going to be demolding our shaker keychains that we made. I believe it's been about 3 days now, about 3 days or so, and yeah, so now we're back and we're going to go ahead and pop these out of our mold. This mold is from my Etsy shop, so if you're interested, it is available there. It has 3 little keychains on here, and this one is a money bag shaker. So what you're gonna do is you're just going to go ahead and start kind of popping these out. Bend the silicone mold, don't bend the resin. And then you see, this is the first one that popped out for us. And that's how it looks before we put any paint on it. All right, this is our euros, dollars, yen. I love that transition from the alcohol ink over here to the glitters. I love how that turned out. I hope you guys can see that. All right, so our last one is gonna be this money bag shaker. Now this one is probably gonna pop out last because it's deeper due to it being a shaker, but it'll still come out very easy for you. And this is what our money bag shaker looks like, fresh out of the mold. I'm really liking the pattern with the alcohol ink. I love the randomness of it. You can kind of see the etchings. I'm trying to hold it at an angle so you can see. Yeah, I love the glitter around the rim and everything. I love how it kind of comes into the background of the money bag, but not all the way. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. So we're going to go ahead and get this painted and everything. So I'm gonna move this off to the side so it doesn't get messed up or anything. And I'm just going to take my brush and my acrylic paint. This one is by Apple Barrel. And it's in the color white 20503 if you want this exact one. I'm gonna angle this downward a bit so y'all can see what I got going on here and everything. But what I'm going to do is basically just drop this paint directly onto my pieces and then kind of use the brush to smooth it out. And you want to be careful. Some paints are thinner than others, and if that's the case, you don't want to pour too much. Then, like I said, you're just going to take your paintbrush and kind of paint this and push the paint all into the etchings. Make sure you got it in there really, really good. You see me just kind of pushing this all around. Okay. Let me move that out y'all way so y'all can see better. As you can see, I just kind of put a nice even coat everywhere. I can actually pick up some of that paint and use it over here because there's a little bit more than I needed. I'm just gonna wipe back over here, grab a little bit more. Now, since this paint is thin, it does go into the etchings very easily. So, you know, Apple Barrel paints for etchings, I totally recommend. Any acrylic paint will do, but this one I've had the most success with. And it's like pretty cheap. You can get them for like $1 to $2 a bottle. I don't think I've ever seen it over $3 a bottle. So yeah. And And they have like lots of different colors. Like their paint color selection is amazing in my opinion. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing with the shaker keychain now. Move this a little bit more in frame for you. All right. Okay. All right, so we're just gonna push that paint on in there. Now with this one, even though, you know, the paint wipes off the surface very easily, you do want to kind of be mindful of where you're placing it, because if you get it too close to the edge over here where this is, it'll be harder to like kind of dig that out later. So just be mindful. All right, I'm just gonna slightly paint over here. Trying to have as much control over my brush as I can. Still okay. Alright, it's kind of hard to see in here with the angle of the light right now, but oh, my little thing moving. Okay, I'm gonna pick a little bit more up from over here because I don't need so much, but I need to get up in here in this part at the top. So I'm painting this now. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do such a hot job not getting it over in the corners. But yeah, I probably needed a smaller paintbrush, but I didn't want to clean more than one right now. So you probably want to use a tinier paintbrush if you want to be a little bit more precise. But this is what we got going on here now. Let me turn this down a bit so y'all can see better. All right. So this is what it looks like with the paint on it. So pretty and so sparkly. It's giving money vibes. I'm loving it. Yes, so what we're going to do now is we're going to basically just kind of sit it out and we're going to let it dry. You want to let this paint completely dry over your etchings. And you want to do one last look over, kind of like I am now. I noticed I missed a spot over here, so I'm filling that in. But you want to make sure that, you know, you don't leave any spaces open or anything like that. Fill it in the best you can. It's okay if it's not perfect. People kind of expect that with handmade items. That's kind of what makes them special, the uniqueness of it. Okay. All right, now if you do want a thicker coat of painting, you can go over it a second time. I'm not going to be doing that, but just so you know, that's something you can do. All right. All right there, hippies. So what we did was we went ahead and did that demolding, and we're just gonna let this sit and air dry. I'm gonna let it sit for a couple hours or so, and then I'm actually no, I'm not gonna sit. Hey Stacy. How are you? But yeah, I'm gonna let this sit for a bit, and then when I do finish letting it sit, I am going to come back and get on live and show you guys how I get the paint off, and then we're going to do a doming layer. Well, actually, no, we're not going to do the doming layer yet. We're actually going to do the film next for the shaker. So the next part that we do, we are going to be removing the excess paint and doing the shaker. So yeah, I'm excited for that. I hope y'all are too. Thank you. And yes, I am doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. So my birthday's coming up. It's on Sunday, so I'm excited for that. I am turning 31 this Sunday, so yeah. Make sure you follow my Instagram. You can send me a happy birthday shout out on there if you want to. But I'm going to go ahead and log off of here and everything. I will catch you guys later. Again, make sure that you are subscribed and you do have your notifications turned on, so that way you are notified when I hop on here, because, you know, I don't really plan it and everything. Thank you, Stacy. You know, I don't really plan it and everything. And I thank you guys so much for joining me and excuse me, I'm running all over my words. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me and also for supporting my channel. So bye guys. Mwah. Until next time.